Guys, welcome on into Three Bowl Takes. It is Freddie here. I am doing just a couple of extra videos here that didn't make the cut for all three of us to get on and record. This one that we're talking about today is Louisville at number 2, Miami. The other one that I did is Nebraska and Minnesota, so go check out that one if you're interested. But this one's also Friday night, the 17th at 6 p.m. As I mentioned, number 2 Miami's 5-0. Louisville is 4-1. Looks like Miami comes into this game as a 13.5-point favorite, and that number has not moved since it opened. Interestingly enough, if you recall in the last one, that Nebraska number went up 2 points since it opened up just yesterday. I'm recording this on Monday, so early movements there in the Nebraska one, but not so much in this one. I want to say, I just real quick on this game, I am expecting a very tough ACC battle here. Um, Miami is heavily favored, as we know, and I failed to mention the ESPN matchup predictor actually only gives Louisville a 15% chance to win. So, not much love in favor of Louisville, if you will. But I do still kind of want to talk about this game and dive in a little bit deeper when it comes to the different matchups and the reasons that Miami will be able to prevail. I want to talk about Louisville first, and then we'll get to Miami. Miller Moss, previously of USC, has completed about 67% of his passes for almost 1,400 yards with 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So the yard number is up there, but the touchdown to interception ratio is just not good. It's not going to cut it whenever you're facing a number 2 team in the country like Miami. They average about 115 yards on the ground. Isaac Brown is actually leading that charge. He's got 3 touchdowns by himself, 330 yards. And I mentioned the Miller Moss yards. Most of those yards is going to Chris Bell and Lacey, respectively. I think they've racked up almost 800 yards and 4 scores between the two of them. And then when we talk about the defense now, Louisville has given up 21 points per game on average, and 262 total yards. And just kind of want to throw this out there. Louisville does rank 8th nationally in passing yards allowed at 150 yards per game. So, passing defense is not bad. And when you're playing a Miami team that is led by Carson Beck, a Heisman hopeful, if you're a Louisville guy, that could be a good matchup for you. Moving on to Miami, obviously, like I just mentioned, Carson Beck, Heisman contender, completing 74% of his passes, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Their running game is stronger this year than it was last year, and that's something that's been pretty surprising to me and something that was much needed from last year. They lacked a balanced attack on offense last year. They were forced to be a one-man army with Cam Ward. This year, they're averaging about 163 yards a game. Mark Fletcher has about 130 himself with 5 touchdowns. Defensively, though, and this is, again, something that is very much improved from last year, I would say, under Mario Cristobal. The defense is stout. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're only giving up 13 points per game and 276 total yards allowed. That's obviously rushing and passing. So very stout defense there for Miami. A couple of matchups and kind of key, X factors, I would say, in this game is Louisville's passing and Miami's secondary. Now, Louisville's going to have to find success through the air. And that's something that if you're going to beat the Miami team, you have to get going in the air. Their rush defense is very good. They're very big up front. And that's kind of what's going to lead to Louisville's demise because Miami's defense has been very tough in the secondary, and they're also turnover prone. They force a lot of turnovers, so it's going to be an interesting battle there. Can Louisville's run game show up? Now, this is something that it's been lackluster so far throughout the year. But if Isaac Brown and the other backs on the team can deliver a strong day, then it would force Miami to kind of adjust and load players in the box. And then once that happens, that will actually open up the aerial attack there for Louisville. Now, Miami's balance and Louisville's defensive front. Miami's very balanced when it comes to rushing, passing. You never know what they're going to do. And I think that's going to put pressure on Louisville's front. And if Miami can control the trenches, then Louisville's offense will struggle. Miami is very big, as I mentioned, on offense and defense. So that's something that Louisville's going to have to step up and be able to match. And I'm not so sure that they can. And then the last thing is just basically second half adjustments, right? Um, Louisville's going to have to hang in the game early. If Louisville gets down big early, then Miami is just going to run away with it. And that's something that we've seen from Miami previously this year already, is that when they get up big, they don't really give up leads and or give up a lot of points when they're leading. So I I've said all this to say I think Miami wins the game. And I think they're going to put it away in the second half. Now, Louisville's very scrappy and will fight, but I don't see them being able to hang in there for all 4 quarters. I got Miami winning. I don't think they cover the 13.5. Now, keep in mind, this game is on a Friday night, and as we know around here, ranked teams that play on Friday night, more specifically on the road, but even at home sometimes, are more upset prone than usual. However, you're at home, you're Miami, you're going to win the game, but I don't think you cover the 13.5. And listen, if Louisville can keep it within single digits late, like getting close to the fourth quarter and it's a one-score ball game, I'll tip my hat and I will show up here and I will eat my crow to you Louisville fans. But give me Miami to win, but Louisville to cover the spread, and I just don't think it's going to be one of those upset games. So hope you guys enjoyed this kind of more detailed breakdown, a little bit of stats and kind of some matchups. We might start incorporating this. Let me know down below if you like it over the more high level. And we'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe, like, share to your friends. And yeah, hope you guys have a lovely day.